Thank you for watching the Sustainability Chat. The Sustainability Institute is a 501c3 not-for-profit organization located in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Our mission is to catalyze sustainable action in the Seven Rivers region through educating about local sustainability issues and solutions, advocating for climate and sustainable action, connecting like-minded organizations and people to each other, and inspiring a positive vision for a sustainable future. We hope you check out all of our programs and events, like our Sustainability Chats, Green Goose Chase, Earth Fair, and the Inspiring Sustainability Awards. The Sustainability Institute free programming is only available thanks to our generous supporters. If you find what we do meaningful, please consider donating today by heading to our website, sustaininstitute.com. Once there, you can find information by clicking the Become a Member or Donate button at the top of the page. Support at any level is greatly appreciated and your contribution is tax deductible. We especially want to thank our highest tier members, including our committed advocates and cheering champions. Thank you! Now on to today's Sustainability Chat featuring one of La Crosse's Youth Climate Action Fund projects.
Hello and welcome to Sustainability Chat. I'm Meg, a summer intern at the Sustainability Institute. Today, we are exploring a creative, impactful project, FreeCycle, which focuses on reducing waste and promote reuse. Joining us to share more about the project is its founder, Ishmael. Hi, Ishmael. Thanks for being here. Could you start by telling us a little about yourself?
Hi, my name is Ish. Well, my name is Ishmael Dikran. I'm a senior at Viterbo University studying communication science and disorder. I'm on a path to audiology school. So at the end of this year, I might be applying for grad school. And I also like serve as a president for like a couple organizations on campus, like the Black Student Organization, we just started like a couple of years ago, and Global Connection. Um, well, it initially started off with my mentor, like the person who was guiding me through this whole process. Shout out to Cam. He no, at first it started off with the lady named Karen in the copy center. She run the sustainability club, and she sent out email about the city giving out funds. And then I realized that the nursing professor came, that he was into sustainability too. And then I reached out to him. I'm like, I would like to work with you on a project for a fund from the city. And initially, I thought about doing something with the scooter on campus or like the scooter in the city in order to reduce carbon emission. It's cheaper, it's faster. You don't have to wait for public transportation. But then we was gonna have to go through Viterbo, and they did not approve the project because it had to do with human life and like liability costs. They didn't want anything to do with that. And then we just came up with the free cycle thing, and then it started from there. And then later I thought about just going into, at first it was just for Viterbo, and then I thought about going into the community, people living in public housing, and see how we can help them. And if people in the community can like donate and take stuff to, it's gonna be bigger. And just overall just try to reduce waste. That's how it initially started. Well, the project was the Viterbo Free Cycle event. It was a week-long event where students and staff could donate, item that they don't want, or item that could be reusable, like clothing, books, dorm supplies, and other stuff that could take need for like free stuff. What the goal was to like reduce waste, encourage people to reuse stuff as much as they can, and to promote, circular economy on campus. Um, it was about making sustainability, accessible and like community driven. Because usually when people move out of campus, they have a lot of stuff to put in the trash. And instead of putting that in the trash, how about you just give it to someone else who really needs it, like the microwaves. They had TV that were still working. Yeah, yes. Uh, I would say the most challenging part was getting the word out, because it wasn't just on campus. We could have easily just reach out to professors and like tell them to tell students to come out or like donate. But I personally had to go out and like community, like I said earlier, to like public housing and then take a bunch of flyers and then move from door to door and like go to a bunch of neighborhoods and stuff.
Mhm.
That was a challenging part. And secondly, getting people to like volunteer for the event, because it was the last week of school and people had finals, people had to study, and to get them to like just come out in like 2 hours just to volunteer. We had to use so many sources like the social media. We put it on the Turbo social media page. We make a bunch of flyers, put it around campus, for students to see it. Um, and I was also telling people, about words of mouth. I was telling them myself, there's a free cycle event going on. You should show up. I would text most of my friends that I know on campus to come there, and I had took a whole bunch of flyers, went out in the community and knock on people's doors and just tell them. Yeah, there was 20 volunteer,
Oh,
including me and my mentor, Cam. Some of the people were in the sustainability club. Some of the people were the professors. There was a lot of professor there. Um, and like the professor I just told you about, Cam, he reached out to his friends
mhm.
and they were willing to like volunteer for like at least 2 to 3 hours a day. There was a lot. There was everything, like couches. We had over like maybe 20 couches. Wow. There were a bunch of TVs, a lot of clothes, shoes, school supply, dorm supply, like the mini fridge. I think there were three of them that came in. We had a gaming chair. We had a whole bunch of mattresses that came in. Yeah, they were basically everything. What would like is exactly what you would think of a thrift store, but it's just all free. Monday to Friday, we had over 600 people coming to get
Oh,
stuff. So yeah, it was a huge thing. There was a lot of stuff that were going out and coming in. Even the day that we closed, people wanted to donate. So yeah, it was a lot. It made me realize that small, just a small or a local action really do matter. Um, I used to think that, you have to be an expert to like make an impact or do something important. But the project really showed me that passion, planning and community effort can like drive or change or make changes in the community. Um, and I just don't see myself as someone who like now I see myself as someone who care about the environment, but as someone who, you know, with a responsibility and to lead and inspire people to do stuff like that. Yeah, start with something that you're passionate about. That's what made me got into it. First of all, just thought about people living in a low income neighborhood and how much they could use the stuff that they have. And you don't need to be a perfect planner. You just need like a strong reason to begin whatever you're trying to get into. Um, find allies, people that are interested, ask for help, be patient. Changes take time, but every small action adds up. And most importantly, remember that your voice and action matters. Well, usually when I feel overwhelmed about anything, I just do what I usually do. I try to run. Um, maybe like 3 miles or 4 miles. I don't know, but I run. Um, helps me calm down, or I just sleep, take a nap. This is where everything. When I feel too overwhelmed about assignment, quizzes, tests, try to do something. Maybe just go out and touch some grass or something. Yes. Um, well, if I have time, because it's gonna be really busy next school year. Um, Still thinking about doing like the scooter thing. Well, the scooter, we were thinking about getting at least 5 or 6 scooters on campus. Students might use it to like get from one point to the next point. Or we could do it like a city thing, maybe like a scooter. You know how other cities have scooters instead of using your car. Like some people live like not even like a mile away, but for them to come on campus, they have to drive the car. You're saving on gas if you use scooter, reducing carbon emission, and it's good for your body too. Yeah, if you're in lacrosse, you can come out late May. We're gonna put the word out there. You can come out, volunteer, donate, take stuff and leave stuff, or you don't have to leave stuff. You can take stuff. But yeah, every year at the end of the year, just come on Viterbo campus. You're gonna have a bunch of free stuff.
To stay connected with the Sustainability Institute and stay aware of upcoming events, head on over to our website to join our mailing list. Once again, we want to thank you for watching this Sustainability Chat. We hope to see you soon.